Right, start this out. Look what just came in. Hopefully that's the pond liner. And this is the pond underlayment. It came yesterday and they back ordered this. So it might not come into the 17th, but it came in today. It's around noon Saturday, July 14th. So, which is great because I wanted to do this project today. We will let you know what this project's all about. So it looks like I'm going to be doing some digging today. The bathing beauties. Sunbathing beauties. Alright guys, this is what the project's going to be today. This is the whole pond area. Alright, we got three toes and the man eyes. All in this area over here. So what we plan on doing is, you can see this right here is kind of L's around here. Boop, boop, here. That's like an L. Oop, a little sideways here. Make you guys sick. And this is the just a square three-toed enclosure. And in that L-shaped area we have here is man eye. What else we got? Ambos. There's an ambo right there. So we have some few different man eye woods. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to think here. And this part right next to it is part of the pond area. Okay, so if I walk out here, all right, you can see there's nothing blocking from coming into the whole main pond area. All right, so in this big pond area, as you know, we have the redder sliders, cooters, some of our rescues. Look at that! I just put this big hostas in here, and they tore it up already. So we have the cherryheads in here. We have the actual pond turtles in here. Like I said, the reds and stuff. And then we also have about 10 Gulf Coast turtles in here, which are probably hiding right now. And there goes a couple of the cherryheads. And what we want to do, we want to take the Gulfs out and separate them a little bit, because the group of cherryheads are kind of overwhelming. I mean, they're super personable, super hardy, and they just kind of follow you around. When you put food in here, they just kind of dominate. So we want to, oh, there goes the Gulf right there. There you go. So we want to kind of take these guys and just be able to watch them a little bit better. And so we were thinking about blocking this area off over here. Maybe I'll block that off. Open this whole thing up. And it looks like it gets adequate sun during the day. It's another thing we always have to make sure that they do get sun for part of the day. And we know it gets shade. See, this is overflowing here. I just flooded out one of the ponds over there, the smaller pond. So I think that's where we're going to start. So I'm thinking about putting the pond in this area here, moving it up there or whatever, and starting to dig out here. The dirt here in PA is horrible. It's very clay, lots of clay, and especially back here because we planted all these plants here, and it's really tough. And digging out the pond, that pond was super tough. We did it all by hand. And it's clay and it's hard, and there's rocks underneath here, and there's roots. So I want to try to find an area where it's somewhat easy to dig out. We're not going to go deep, maybe a foot deep. They don't need it deep at all. That's all that one is over there. That's all they need is to get in there, and we'll throw some live plants in there too. So that being said, I think, oops, sorry. That being said, I think we will start digging. I'll get the shovel. I'll get the pond liner. I think it's 8 foot by 8 foot, and we'll get going. All right, we'll let you know how it works out. Okay, so this is where we are right now. Man, it's hot out here, and this side obviously gets sun. I had to block these guys off. They're not too happy about it. Once you block a tortoise off where they want to be, they were relentless. I had to put them across the Golfs and the Cherries. And a little poultry will come over to visit me. So I knocked down this wall here, all the way up to here. I wanted to remove every one of the screws. That's them up there against the shed. Of course, it was dug down. Nothing's as easy as it seems it's going to be. I thought I'd be digging by now, but I didn't want to just rip those boards out. So I wanted to take them out by the screws and just dig down and do it properly so we can reuse those for over here. Just want to make sure nobody slips into this pen. Not that it's a big deal. I just don't want them, if it's a little poultry or man-eye, I don't want them slipping out into the big pond area and grab a board. I know, girl, you want to come back in. It's nice and shady. Well, it was nice and shady. So I'm going to block this off right here, just temporarily, so nobody can get from this enclosure into here and out to here. There's probably a couple, I'm wondering, there's probably a couple ambos in there, I'm not sure. I'm going to pull that out. Then I'm going to see where I'm going to start digging the pond. I don't want to move that spirit bush. Usually the hostas and stuff like that is pretty easy. Probably put the border for this enclosure just on the other side of that spiny type of plant. All right. Oh Jesus, man! Stuff right now. All right, so I blocked this off here. So let's see if there's anything lurking around. And even if they did get through here, the main barriers are all here, so they couldn't get out anything past there. But like I said, it wouldn't be too good because it would be hard to find some of these little guys. Anybody dug in down there? Anybody dug in? Nobody. Gotta be careful of these plants. Susan got poked in the eye last year by one of these pointy plants. We had to take her to urgent care. Alright. I don't see anybody. I bet you there's somebody here though. Nobody over here, nobody over here, nobody over here. Alright, let's see what's in here. I want to save some of these plants too. Alright. That's a nice lettuce. Scampi. Beautiful ambo. Sorry, buddy. We're gonna have to put you over here for now. You got the pond. You guys still trying to get in? Sorry. Let's see who else is over here. Was he with his girlfriend? Oh, yep. Sorry, girl. You're gonna have to go over here too. Okay. Aren't they beautiful? I doubt if there's 3 of them in here. Nope, I think we just have some rocks, which I'm going to put over here for now. Alright. You're a nice, cool little pond all by yourself. I like this little private pool over here. So, let me see if I can get some of this nicer lettuce out. And man, I wish I could throw it in the big pond, but I can't because she's gonna go hide right away. I know. Let's toss it in here just for now. All right, we'll grab what we need because we're gonna need it to put in this pond over here. Right, got a bunch of these little ones. All these little guys, all these little guys. All right, everybody. This is where we are thus far. Oh, sorry about that. Whoosh, man, it's hot out here. I don't know if you can tell. It's all the dirt I dug. Probably been a little over an hour. Got a lot done. You know, you should have a pre-planned shape. You know, I have something in my head, but that always changes as you go, depending on how I can dig, what I run into, and I'd like to just start sculpting it as it starts taking shape. So as you can see here, I still got to clear some out of here to make it a little bit deeper, create some ledges so the pond liner can lie on here, then up to here, I'm sorry, lie on here, then up to here, so we can actually put some rocks in this area so the box turtles have something to climb up on. I'm going to try to slope this area here, but I think I started piling the dirt too close, so it's probably going to be double work. I'm probably going to have to move that. We'll see how far I can bring this over here. Haven't had to touch these little bushes yet. I'm going to dig a little bit more and see where I am with the liner. And of course, you have to pay attention to leveling, making sure, you know, it's somewhat level. This side was higher than this side even before I started, so I got to keep that in mind, because sometimes you can't really tell. Like with the big pond there, I mean, you can't really tell. Then you start filling it with water and you see one side starting to overflow and the other side's, you know, not even, you know, past the not even up topping off the liner yet. You know, there's still liner exposed, whatever I'm trying to say. All right, so this is where we are right now. This is the underlayment, and looks like I'm just making it. All right, looks like I'm just making it. Just a little bit of extra protection. There's the liner right there. It's thin, cheap stuff. Sure, I probably should have spent 3 times as much and got something a little bit better, but it should be fine for now. It's just a little pond, no big deal. No big deal. So let's see if the liner fits now. Whoosh! All right. Whew. What a day. So here it is. Here is the liner in here. I got ants on me. There's the liner in here. Just kind of makes it, and I started throwing some dirt in there. The dirt will weigh down the liner. You want to have a little slack in the liner at the bottom there. When you put water in there, you don't want things pulling too tight, because it can give weak spots in the liner itself. And like I said, this is a pretty cheap liner, so the dirt will help bring everything into the center. Hopefully take out any strains, and plus we like dirty ponds. We got turtles, so they like the dirt. So now I'm going to start taking some water and filling her up, and then tomorrow I'm going to see how off I am with the with leveling, but that's all right. We'll just rig that up, no big deal. And then we're going to have to get some rocks probably tomorrow. In the meantime, we got these guys closed off, and they're going to have to stay closed off for the night. So now let's get the hose and start filling. There we go, guys. The sweet sound of running water. Alright. I'll be thrilled. For one, there's no rips in this, and this holds water. And 2, what is 2? Oh, 2, if it stays level. I mean, somewhat level. I didn't level it out or anything like that. I'm hoping somehow we're in the ballpark, and then we can put some rocks and plants around it to hide my mistakes. Actually, a little deeper than I thought it would be. But our Gulf Coast can definitely swim. This should be really interesting. So once I get this filled, you can see I only have a little bit of overflow. I mean, I came pretty close with the pond. I'll just have to tuck this in, whether the water comes up that high or not, and just line it with rocks or dirt or whatever we could find, as long as just to keep it from caving in on itself. Oh boy, that's some quick pond building. I'm not even sure what time I came out here. After 11 sometime, and I don't even think it's 4 o'clock yet. I'll have to find something to do with all this dirt. There's always something to do when you have turtles and all these enclosures. There's always a hole you got to fill in, or build a mound or something. All right, we'll check back in a bit and see how we're doing. This will be the last video of the day. Filled it up a little bit, so I'm gonna let this settle in for the night and see how it's looking in the morning. So what I want to do, I mean, it looks like it's actually pretty even. If you can see on the sides over here, probably about 6 inches till it gets to the top. Over here, about the same. These sides I'm not worried about because I actually want that to overflow. This here, I want that to overflow too. But what I might do, because I kind of dug this out as like a beach area, I'm worried that this is going to fill up and start overflowing before it gets. I want this to overflow into that area there actually. I'm afraid that this is going to overflow before this. So tomorrow, what I'm going to do, I'll have Susan hold back this. She's not home right now. I'll have her hold back the liner and the underlayment there. We'll pull it back here a little bit. That's another reason why I didn't want to fill it anymore. And I'll dig this out a little bit here, so the water will start overflowing before it starts overflowing here. Hopefully it won't start overflowing someplace else, and we'll get like just a little beach area there. We'll see if that's possible to do tomorrow. But for right now, I think we're going to call it a day. Everything's going to start settling in soon. It's almost 4 o'clock, and no beat. So let's continue this tomorrow, guys. Talk soon. All right, day 2, guys. Looks like it held water. We just went to the local garden nursery place. We picked up a bunch of gravel and rocks and stuff like that. And so, like I said, I'm going to dig this part out right here, see if I can get some of the water to overflow to make kind of like a beach area. It's calling for thunderstorms and things like that today. So we want to get this kind of taken care of, because if it does rain, this will be a sloppy mess and I won't be able to do anything till next week. So all right, this is it for now, and see you soon. Alrighty, so it started to rain. We've been bombarded by gnats. We're trying to dig some areas out to make sure it slopes. We dug this area out a little bit here. Now I'm going to let the water come up and see where we are with levels. This is still, we took a bunch of the dirt away in this area. Just kind of leveling out the whole enclosure with the extra dirt. So we're going to see how far this comes up. We don't want too much of an incline here. We dug this out here, so it'll be a little bit nicer of a slope. But as we see where the water comes up here, we won't let it come far enough, so I can still get a shovel around the ends here, so we can slope it. And Susan's putting dirt, and she cut all the excess liner and underlayment. We still want to give ourselves a decent amount, because it's better to have too much. It's easier to trim it up later. but we had a lot going on here, and it was just you know, we're stepping all over it. So this is the process where we just start sculpting things out and neatening things up. And it's, like I said, it's raining. Yesterday was a beautiful day. Today not so much, but if we can get the main part of this done and some of this dirt leveled out, then we'll just let it rain, let it settle in. So this is where we are right now. It looks like we're gonna have, this is where we kind of want the beach area, but we don't want it to overflow over there or any place else, okay, before it overflows here. We want it to overflow here first because we want this area to be, like I said, like a little beach area. Not much, just enough for them to climb up onto. All right. All right, I'm gonna shut this off because the camera's getting wet. Woohoo, guys! Here we are. Oh, this goes back. Thunder and lightning. We're stoked. We've been out here trying to finish up this pond. Look at that. We got mixtures of sand and gravel and dirt, and it looks like things are leveling off. We dug this out, see how nothing's overflowing first out here. Exactly what we wanted. So we got a sand mixture, dirt mixture. We got some small pebbles, some large pebbles we picked up today. And it's actually good that it's raining. It's not good that it's thunder and lightning. We're gonna go in right now. But we're letting this fill. Can't see too much liner. And we'll come out and we'll landscape a little more. It's a new plant right there. We still got to fix up the borders. We have Gulf Coast locked up right now. They're loving this weather, but we got to get in because it's thunder and it's lightning. But man, we're happy. Things are looking good. It's a muddy mess. We got rid of that big hump. That's it. Say bye, babe.
Bye.
So here we go. The skies have cleared. And we were able to put, not the finishing touches on the pond, but at least we were able to add the goths. So it's a muddy mess in there, but that's all right. They love it. They love it. And they're already using the pond. We put some some hyacinth in here. Get that started. We'll add some fish. There goes a little guy over there. Big guy. Yeah, and we still got some planting to do in here, but yeah, we're happy with the way it turned out. We really are. If you have the space and you're able to do it, boy, I tell you what, there's nothing like watching these turtles in their more natural environment. Let's see him go into the water. Come on, buddy. Take your first dip. It's so cool. They're testing out everything right now. They're so inquisitive. Right? Is he over there again? We got a little crazy Polcherema that just, as soon as you walk in the enclosure over there, he tracks you down. There you go. They're testing out the waters. There you go. They're loving it. They're already eating. Can't keep track of them all. Man, look how beautiful. I tell you, you can just get lost in watching these guys. That's what it's all about. This is why you don't mind doing the work, because you see the result. You found an egg? Ah, where's it at? A big one?
Sitting on the cinder block over here.
Ah, see, that's what happens. Sitting on the cinder block?
Yeah, it's like they threw away right on top of the cinder block inside it.
It's not a cherry egg, right? It's a...
No, it's a small one. It's gotta be a golf.
Ah, man. Well, that's the enclosure we just took them from. We'll have to see if there's a nest in that area. Well, that's just on the cinder block. Isn't that crazy?
Unless somebody dug it up and dragged it over there.
Yeah, it's so tough. This would be. There's another reason why we put these guys in this area here. Still a good sized area, but they're not with the with the cherries and stuff. So the cherries just kind of bulldoze everybody. Not to be mean. They're just really really active. So now we have all 10 of our golf in here, and we'll be able to really keep a better eye on them when it comes to lots of things like nesting and overall health, eating. These are their next door neighbors, the 3 toads. They've been in here for a few years. They love it over here. They don't have a pond. They have kind of like a cement mixer over there that's filled with water. Does them good. But the goths really love to swim, so. Thanks for watching, everybody. Please subscribe to our YouTube page and click like. And don't forget to like us on Facebook at Backyard Tortoise. Thank you again for watching.